Okay, so in this video we are going to make our character walk in place. We have our cycle of a character walking across the screen. I have actually the two cycles. I have the front view, which I'm not using for this case. I'm going to use just the side view. And I'm using just the cycle, not the repeated versions. I have other versions that I'm not using those I'm ignoring right now. I'm going to use just simply this loop from the very first pose when the one foot contact and the other one is in contact, and then it goes to the full loop. So it starts with the right foot in front, goes all the way to the right foot in front. And this is actually the frame right before it lands on that position number one. So before it repeats the same position. So I'm going to make him walk in place. In the past, we've done it. We have a little glitch with it, so I try to fix that. So I'm going to start by creating a guide. I'm going to create a layer. I'm going to call that guide. And that guide is an opportunity for us to measure his position and keep track of it. So when I get close to it, I'm gonna just go in the guide, create a couple little points there for me to keep reference. I'm gonna go a bit tighter here. All right, and there, it's roughly that. And this one is going to be close, not that precise because it's about to land in the next version of the drawing, but that will be enough for me. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make him as he moves forward. We're gonna bring him back so that this foot matches that. So I'm gonna go back to my first frame of my cycle sequence, and I'm going to insert a keyframe right there. Insert a keyframe, and I'm gonna go to the last frame. The last frame is repeated. The same frame to us. I'm just gonna put it on the first frame right there, and I'm going to move him back in X in a negative value so that I can get his foot to match the position. I have the number already because I've done it before. 7.4, actually 7.4 in my case is 7.4 23, I think. Right, so that's the closest number, and of course your character will be different. And now if I play it back, he's going to walk in place. Let me try to match my framing at 44 to 73, and then when I play back, and then he goes in place back. He walks in place roughly. There is a problem with it, and we faced this problem is that he is flickering, and the flickering happens because while the layer is moving constantly, the character is not moving constantly. The character is moving every 2 frames. I have an exception here in this frame because it's just moving 1 frame, and that exception repeats itself. And that's because I decided to do my walk cycle just like that. That's just part of my design of my walk cycle. That's which is fine. Yours may be completely in twos, and that's totally fine. So now the problem is that because he keeps moving, the layer keeps moving, but the character is not supposed to move in the second frame. So let's just go and create a keyframe in every time we get a new drawing. So I'm going to insert a keyframe here, and then I'm going to go and insert my shortcut is F6, so I'm going to just go F6 there, F6 there. That's the same as you just go here and then you simply insert a keyframe. It's exactly the same. I'm gonna F6 there, F is there, there. So I'm creating keyframes every time I have a new drawing in place. And then that one has a keyframe already. So that doesn't also solve the problem. It just simply creates keyframe every position. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna say, because the drawing is the same drawing, so frame 1 and frame 2, the drawing is the same. The layer should not move. So what it means is I just need to simply repeat the value from the first keyframe. So my case is position X is 0. So when I go to the next one, I'm going to say position X actually should be that 0. And he goes back a little bit. And then a new keyframe is formed. I go to the next one. And the next one, the value should be this one repeated over. So I'm actually going to copy this, Control C. I'm going to go to the next frame and I'm just going to paste it right there. Enter. And then same thing, copy here. So you go so on and so forth, copying and pasting every keyframe value from the first to the next drawing. That makes our lives a lot easier because now he's not sliding while we have the same drawing. This one doesn't have a second frame, so I want to keep it like that. I'm gonna copy this one and then there, and then it's relatively quickly just to do them all. Just wait one more time. Copy, sorry, copy, paste. There you go. Next, copy, paste. With copy paste, of course, is Control V, Control C, Control C, Control V, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. If you're working on a Mac, that would be different. And not do it and talk at the same time. Let's see, copy, and done already, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. That one, the single frame, same thing, copy, paste. And the first one, copy, paste, probably that wouldn't take it because there is no other keyframe. Let's see if it doesn't. So I just need to go back and then go say insert another keyframe right there. So the last one takes a keyframe as well. So if I play him back now, he doesn't jitter anymore. He's moving forward and he's constantly in place. He just goes back and forward, and that's his regular motion produced by my animation, not by the layer in motion. So with this, I'm going to just stop it there. With this, we are ready to bring in our environment.